Hi, I'm Louise. I'm a PhD student at the University of Reading. I look at whether we can predict floods months in advance in Europe. As you can see, I like climbing. I also like traveling and creating stuff. I come from a family of artists and art has always been a big part of my life. This time last year, I had done nothing whatsoever in science communication or science and arts. This is the story of my SciComm journey since then. Follow me! It all started with the 3-minute thesis competition at the university. I really enjoyed finding new ways to communicate my research to a non-specialist audience. I even won the public's vote, and it really motivated me to do some more SciComm. I then thought, what if I read my 3-minute thesis presentation to my mom while she draws what it means to her? And so that's what we did. I'm so proud of this first science and art project, which I loved working on with her. Click on this link if you want to watch it later. This video is on my blog, which I started around the same time to document my science and art projects. At this year's European Geosciences Union Conference, or EGU, a colleague and I read a poem about science, called Inspire, in front of an audience of scientists. This was a really fun experience, and as you can see, our attire was somewhat extravagant. Click on this link to see a video of this memorable poem reading. Later this year, I helped organize and talked at Pint of Science in Reading. I really liked talking about my research in a more interactive way than I would at a scientific conference and in a more relaxed setting. I also made cartoons of other speakers' talks at Pint of Science. This was quite tough, but a good experience. Go to my blog to see the cartoons I made. At this year's University of Reading Big Band Big Lunch event, I organized an art activity in our water-themed tent. We put together people's drawings of rivers to make a really big river. Go to my blog to see the masterpiece. I also participated in the London Science Show-Off. It was a very good experience, but not my cup of tea. One of the highlights for me this year was the Joint Research Centre's Resonance Science and Art Summer School. It was truly inspiring to meet all these artists and hear about what they do. Go to my blog to read about my impressions of it. I have now started working on my own PhD science and art projects. It will count like any of my scientific papers towards my PhD. As you can see, over the last year, I tried lots of different things and found out what I liked a lot and a bit less. Art, which I had put aside at the start of my PhD, appeared as a natural tool to communicate my research, and I slowly made more space for it amongst the science I do. When you start looking around, it's easy to find SciComm opportunities, and I would recommend to anyone with an interest in SciComm and who doesn't know where to start, to try out lots of different things to find out what they like doing most. Thanks for watching! Feel free to follow my blog for more SciArt updates.